Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored dignitaries. You know, throughout scouting, I've come across several people who really helped me make the journey all the way to this very honorable point. And I'd like to thank some of them. First of all, my parents, you know, mom, dad especially. He was always there for me, doing everything that he needed. He pushed me through everything. You know, when I didn't want to be a scout anymore, he was there to tell me to, you know, keep going, because one day you're gonna reach this point, and it's probably gonna be one of the happiest days of your life. And I don't blame him. I'm really overjoyed by this moment right now. And there's my mother. You know, she pushed me, you know, to the point where it angered me. I didn't want to be in the house. I didn't want her to be talking to me about what I needed to do. You know, she was on my back the whole time, but without that, I wouldn't have gotten anything done. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be wearing this new neckerchief that they made for me. I wouldn't be up here talking, you know, I wouldn't be doing any of this without her. And Mr. Trainer, of course, Scoutmaster, he really guided me through this whole process, making my project, getting that done. I mean, without him, I'd still be in the thinking process, trying to come up with a project to do instead of being out there and having one done. And finally, my scout members, my fellow scouts, they were there when I needed them to be. For my project especially, they were out there with me. Those cold winter days, I'm sure you all remember those, putting down those storm drain medallions. And you guys are really, all of you guys are really the most wonderful people ever, and I can't stress how much I thank you again. But it's not just the people that make this scout, it's some of the moments. And one of the moments that I had in scouting that I'll never forget, ever, and I'm pretty sure some of the scouts that are here and anyone who was with me at the time remembers this. We were at the Klondike, and it's a winter day, very cold, very snowy, and we're going through an obstacle course kind of thing, I guess, and we're pulling this sled filled with materials and things of that nature to help us throughout the day. And we're approaching the end, and it gets me every time, but we're approaching the end, and I'm pulling this sled, and I slip, and I fall face first. They don't stop. They pull the sled straight over my body, straight over my head, I mean everything. Got a face full of snow that day. And it's really moments like that that define who you are as a scout. It really So thank you all for coming, and please help me in congratulating the other two boys that are here with me today.
That Klondike story, I have a series of about 4 or 5 pictures, and they're taken from a distance, so you look at them quickly and they're getting closer and they're getting closer, and then Chris isn't there and they're still getting closer. It was quite good. Willie?
So I'm Weili Peng, and I'd like to say thank you to everyone who came, all the, so everyone who came. Well, it's going to be hard topping what Chris said. So, I'll start off by thanking my parents, who were there for me all the time, especially my dad. He was helpful, to say the least, and my mom was also very supportive. I'd like to thank Mr. Trainer for being a mentor to me, and he was one of the people who helped me with my Eagle Scout project and helped bring it to pass. So thank you. I'd like to thank Mrs. DeLeon for being helpful as well. So thank you. And oh yeah. So I'd like to thank everyone else who helped me. So what am I supposed to say?
That's all you got.
Tyler.
Hello. There are many people I'd like to thank throughout my trail to Eagle. First, I'd like to thank God for giving me the strength and the ability to accomplish all my goals. Then, I'd like to thank my parents, my sister, and my grandparents for who always stood by me throughout my life. I'd like to thank the staff and students of Charles DeWolf Middle School who has assisted my project in many ways, my project was creating a 9/11 memorial out of tiles. I'd like to thank Mr. Benzoni and Mr. Moreland who generously donated their time to complete my project. I'd like to thank my friends, especially Nicholas Ferrara and Raphael Betancourt, who were extremely helpful and could always be counted on. Finally, I'd like to thank my leaders in scouting and my fellow scouts who helped me throughout the years. I would also like to take this time to present my mentor pin to someone who has helped me on countless occasions throughout my Eagle Scout project. He has acted selflessly, and when I asked him for help, and without him my project would still be waiting to be put up. Because of all his help throughout my Eagle Scout project, I'd like to present my mentor pin to Mr. Enzo Benzoni.
This is only a small, the part I did was a small step. What he did was all the work, and that was a lot of steps. You did a great job. Keep it up. Okay, thank you.
Health.